If Dundee's let us get very close to the door.
Hold on.
931. I think we
Yeah,
should have.
I need him to
someone at
stop
the
threatening
tower
this
they wanna go
hostage.
to, make sure
'cause
no one's
at this
actually
point,
doing
this
it
is
while
this
they
is like
stall for time.
Touch me. Yep, good.
Stand outside much longer.
Which one is that?
is he still threatening the fucking hostage?
I know they did Sandy and Polito. I don't know what the last one is. To be honest with you.
What?
Next to the farm.
Are you threatening the hostage?
Polito gas station.
Did you just
He
threaten
did
me?
threaten the hostage. That is
Did
correct.
you just threaten me? Did you just snowballs me? Did you threaten
Didn't
me?
no balls you.
That wasn't
Did
a
you
no
just threaten
balls.
me?
That was not a no balls.
I'm coming.
I think I want an apology.
Okay, and
Joe, I'll head to that power grid as well.
Right for a sec. Main person talking right now is raising his aggression. He's upset because Divine spoke with him after he threatened the hostage. Keep guns trained on these people.
get ready to blow this cunt's brains out.
Hey, firm.
Hey, Firm, do your best to not antagonize them. Just try to keep them.
Damn, dude. Not how I wanted to start my day.
Try and see if you can sneak in the back.
I'll come down.
That's
I
that's
don't know if
Flop's
we have
call.
keys to those.
Flop, you take over.
Hey, firm. All right, let's
I get
talk.
it. I get it.
What? You're
Is this the fourth? Is this the fourth hostage negotiator?
No.
Does no one know how to put anyone in charge? Are you still looking to see who your new boss will be?
You're looking at him right now. What's going on? Because right now it's really hard. Hear me out. It is really
because you keep changing.
Oh no. This is what's really difficult about this is that you keep threatening the hostage. How are we supposed to keep on a level playing field if you're going to continue to threaten hostages?
Of course I want to threaten the hostage. What do you want me to say? No, we're not going to hurt him.
If you don't let me do what I want, I'm killing everybody. That's not a reasonable negotiation. You want to negotiate, we negotiate. But if you're going to keep threatening hostages, this is not going to end well, and I think you know that.
Well, if you
want to got my gun on the
because I
female
think they're the
there.
tough shit.
How many targets are there inside the bank?
You think
There's 4 targets inside, and then
where's
negotiators
the
5
guy?
in
I don't
total.
know where he's gone. That fucking ugly ass haircut motherfucker over there with the white pants thinks he's the coolest shit. He won't stop threatening me and touching me. If he touches me again, they'll die.
Okay. If he touches you again, they'll die.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm an insane, crazy motherfucker. I will do whatever it takes.
All right.
So listen.
22923.
This is all we want. I've told everything truthfully. I told Ripley that we had more hostages, and Ripley said, I don't believe you, because I can't see them. Now,
without proof of life, we can't believe you.
Class 2,
but that's the proof. They're right there. Now what?
Okay.
I did exactly what you told me to do.
pretty much.
You never said I couldn't go to the bank.
But I don't. If we want to use your shotgun,
You said I couldn't do this. What negotiation have I broke?
With how tight all of these people
Listen,
are, I don't think this bread
we asked you to show proof of life other hostages. You couldn't, innocent. You came
Is
here.
this power plant thing related to what you guys are doing?
Now you have the proof of life. Because the ball was in your court.
Yes.
Bear with me.
I'm playing my best card.
Okay.
We drove by as we had an EMS call, and there is a massive amount of shooting.
I'm gonna be honest.
This person ain't shot yet. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Then let's get units lined up to open fire.
Let me ask you something, Flop.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a
I get
lot
that you're new to being a
of
sergeant,
local cop
but
cars here.
Do you feel like he lied to you last negotiation?
Do I feel like he lied? I mean, I feel like that he kind of went against negotiations, but I feel like
if you feel like he went against negotiations, then you cannot trust that he will negotiate.
The main entrance is suicide.
So the point that I'm at right now is that
I'm passing you fuel now. ETA probably about.
He's
60
only
seconds.
starting to threaten the hostages now.
Hey, Flop, I'm just running you through another suggestion
Uh-huh.
we could do.
Mm-hmm.
You could try and he's already talked about this time thing, right? With the time. We get one of the hostage out safe, and then we can work our angles on there only being one hostages. We can get behind, less danger to the other hostage, right? Hey, do you guys have enough at that bank? If you can, swap to a channel, and we can have any other available units head to this.
Look,
power
I
plant
come
to
into
make sure
this
it's
late.
clear.
All right. I was going about my business.
Yeah.
The way it was described to me is it basically seemed like it was about to be a shootout
Just
happening.
so you know,
up
you've
there.
been here for an hour.
I was surprised negotiations were allowed. And if
I
you
let
think
Ripley.
in any
I
way,
let Ripley take over negotiations from the point where he said he was on the way. So a lot of the negotiations the personal conversation was from Ripley. I'm at this point essentially taking over from where Ripley was.
Flop, have you considered letting
And
them
if
split,
you feel
having
like
units at the
he did
next
break
stage
negotiations
preemptively
in
and
any
just
capacity
shooting
last time, then I do think the right call is to breach.
As long as we would
split the
have
hostages.
units, yes. But I'm currently speaking with Divine real quick. I don't want to
would
delay.
make the call to breach. That would be me. If you believe
We
he
did not
broke
switch channels. Do we want to switch
negotiations.
channels?
You should have enough units there. Can you swap?
Yeah, A firm, stand by. Radar check. Any current actives?
Thank you. Anybody else who's available, can you please come to the power plant?
Channel 3.
I'll 3-on-1 channel 3.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm currently at the Polito call.
But I'm
but I
gonna
can
be
break
honest,
off and head there.
it's a lot to like
It
get
looks like
thrown
we have
into
enough.
right now, and I'm trying to figure out the most reasonable demand here. This is
Polito, channel
I definitely
3.
have dropped the ball. I'm gonna be completely blunt with you. I'm doing my best to work here.
All right, we're moving
Look,
in.
it's all right. Here's the thing.
We're approaching from the south side. We're gonna bust
When
through the
Bones was
fence
starting to
into the parking
negotiate with
lot,
him,
and,
Bones made it very clear that the
my understanding
demand
is
he
this
was,
place is a
he was asking that wasn't going to
city
happen, and
utility,
when
and anyone
and
trespassing
Bones, you can give
with a
the
gun should be
exact
shot.
wording. When he was told that, he
Try
said,
to
"Well, if that's not
warn 'em,
happening, then
and
I guess
they only
the
get
hostages
one.
are going to be
Huh?
harmed, or something like that." Correct, Bones?
Fuck have I done wrong now? What's your narrative? What's your narrative now?
All right, we're on the back side.
Nobody's talking to you right
No, no,
now.
no.
We'll be with you shortly.
Roof of Willie's, A1. You see someone with a hat? Is that us? Is that Barrick?
You're
Okay.
in the wrong channel.
What,
for Willys.
what do
It's,
you-
Toledo moved.
Channel 3.
God,
Polito.
I
Said, if you don't believe he can
First up here by
negotiate
the
in good
booth.
faith,
Booth's ready.
and if Bones also, from the brief period of time he negotiated with him here, doesn't feel like he'll be
Email
negotiating
with
in good faith,
the fuck?
then the right call is to breach.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. You
but-
two can talk it out. I'm gonna get in a position. to
I
shoot.
think we try and do like
970 on murders
can-
did the hostage
Dwayne, you
from the
listen to this
Toledo
as well,
bank
come here.
robbery.
I
Do
think we
you
try
need
and
actives, any additionals
tactically
on
get rid
yours?
of
Do you
that.
want
Get
me to
one of
break
those hostages for like safe,
Mhm.
and then once they're split off to that little power grid,
Polito got moved to channel 3.
shoot the people at the power grid,
Yeah,
right?
I'm murder, so not necessarily.
'cause then we
need
have a
to
hostage
clear
safe.
at the moment, so I don't know
And
if you
after
want
that,
assistance with your
as soon as those shots pop off, we
Sure,
get people
there
going
was a
through the
vehicle
backyard,
here
the
with
back
two
door
dudes
of
with
the.
silent
the-
eagles. It looked
the-
like
the-
they're on. I'm pursuing
One female.
So get back to it and word with me.
Okay.
One male, one female.
what?
The male had no shirt on.
Female was in a bikini.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow smiley
I'm
mask.
with you. I think we should be securing one of the hostages. That is
They're
definitely
currently
like
going
the priority.
westbound towards the
Yeah, we
wind
can
farm.
easily do
Bones,
that.
did
don't
you
know
were
what
you
kind
at
of
the main
power grid.
negotiations when they happened? Like
No.
the okay. I need
No.
someone who was actually
They're
fucking
going up to
present
the wind
to
farm.
know
I don't know
if
what
the
class it
threats
is.
happen
I'm
at
gonna
the
go down
start
to A
there
and
too.
see if I can keep up with it. We're going
But at this
westbound over
point,
the
he's
wind
already
farm.
threatened the hostage here.
It's a
I have no
personal
reason to
car, so you
believe
can
that
go
this guy
ahead
isn't gonna harm somebody. So let's try and secure one of the hostages.
Fuck I want, Rudy.
And at that
Registered to
point, we
Jerry
need
Hodge. It's
to
going northbound on
open fire then.
Sonora Freeway.
Silence. What's happening?
Once we get a third, we're clear to
You gave
pick
us
this
5
thing.
minutes. Just give us a couple
A
minutes.
firm. 2 occupants, 1 male, 1 female.
Right, so you work out a way
Female
to
has a
shoot
yellow
me?
happy
You
mask
already
face.
said you were giving us 5
Male had
minutes,
no
quote
shirt,
unquote.
tattoos.
It's not
They
been
both look
5
like a
minutes.
Silenced Eagle, northbound Sonora Freeway,
He's gonna shoot.
approaching prison.
Yeah. They're gonna be on radio. Get units ready. Dundee's given 5 minutes, and
Wrong
he's already.
channel, flop.
Oh, A-firm.
I
Radar check?
don't know if we have access to these doors. The door's locked.
Yeah, the door's locked. Oh, fuck. Okay, I thought we were unlocking them.
All right. So we're gonna let him move the hostage, and then we're gonna wait for units to stage.
Well, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard
He just ran
because
into the bank saying he does what he wants, so I don't think he'll negotiate.
Okay, so at this point we need to tell him to give up the hostages, or we're breaching then, because I don't know a better approach here. But if he's not gonna negotiate or give us any leeway, then I'm not giving the whole ball in his court. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, units be ready.
Here's the
Everybody
rundown.
be trained on a target.
A firm. Everybody get in tactical positions. Essentially, what's going on right now is we've been given time, and he is already rushing and pushing to threaten the hostage more. We have no reason to believe that they're not going to harm these hostages. Get ready to breach.
I'm gonna keep the eyes on the side door if anybody comes out and shoot.
Copy that. Is everybody ready?
Ready?
You understand?
What was that again?
If a cop walks inside that bank, the hostage will be shot.
Are you able to stall or buy time enough so we can dead core the back door?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Yeah, we can stall.
They'll
We
hear
can
that
stall.
instantly.
Flop.
What's
like
up?
acting like you're gonna work with them.
They will
Just-
hear the dead cord instantly, so it needs to be coordinated.
Okay.
As soon,
Dead
yeah.
cord needs to be coordinated, because as soon as they hear it, they're gonna shoot.
Individuals are walking out. Individuals are walking out.
We're 3
Two of them
suspects
coming
outside.
It's taking too long. We're doing what we're gonna do.
They're just leaving.
Alright,
They're just
they're leaving.
walking
They're leaving.
away.
Inside, okay?
All right, we're gonna have 2 people inside with the hostages. I need 3 people, at least 3 or 4 trained on the 3 people outside. I need 3 people or 4 trained on the front. Do we have dead cord, or is that gonna, if we're doing this, we're doing it now? So.
There's 3 outside. We gotta get them in custody.
All right, Affirm. Try and get them in custody. If they try and fuck around, I need everybody ready and trained inside. Get ready to
As soon as you guys start going in the front, we're out here.
They're messing with this power box out here.
All right, I need 2
They're
units.
blowing up this power box.
I need 2 units over on the front door with us.
Okay, let's go.
Flop, I can shoot pink here. I got pink here.
All right, you ready?
They're gonna shoot. I fucking warned you. Hey, back the fuck up away from the door. Keep where
Step
you
back.
were before.
Step back. All
Okay, we gotta go.
right, you ready?
Gun is down.
All right, 3,
I'm
2.
shooting the door open right and shooting another person.
All right, I'm going for the right. Ready? 3, 2.
They're in the back. I don't have
They
visual.
say they're going back inside the bank.
Affirm.
Hostage, both hostages fine. Both hostages fine. Both hostages alive.
Affirm.
Stay there.
Secure hostages. Sir, do not
Stay
run,
down.
do
Stay
not
down.
run, do
Don't
not
run.
Get
Get
over
down.
I'm just
Let me
trying
see your
to
hands.
not
Let me see your hands.
Why are you handcuffing me? I'm a hostage.
I understand, but you're running out of a
One
bank,
fleeing,
my friend.
One fleeing going
Wait,
southbound.
Are you fucking crazy?
No.
All right, sir,
They
go
were
ahead.
just about to kill me, and
I
you
know
care
they were.
about
I know.
this?
No.
Don't put me here. I'm gonna get shot.
Go ahead and watch your head. Listen, I'm securing you so that you are
Yep,
safe.
got that.
Okay.
Up front.
I'm securing you so that you're safe. Okay. You are fine.
I haven't told. We have 2 in the back. 1 out front. 1 inside. Correct.
We have 2 dead inside. Do we
I
have,
got
we
it.
have
Five
2
then.
at the back of the bank.
I have-
We have 2 at the back of the bank. We have everyone.
1 hostage is secured and in my car.
We
He's
have
Ocean
1 in the
Gate.
back. 1 in the back.
There's 2 in the back. There's
pick me
1
up,
next to the dumpsters, Bob.
Okay,
Behind
that's
the
everyone.
dumpsters.
That's everyone. That's everyone. Let's
Copy
bring
that.
95 out. Let's keep hostages inside. Let's keep this shit secure. There still could be more people out there.
Is everyone in the bank down?
Four.
Okay.
Okay, good job, everybody.
Hey, firm.
Hostages are safe, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, I clapped both
Lord.
of them before they shot.
Alright, perfect.
Good job.
Did we have units that cleared the bank already to make sure that no one else is upstanding? I think we should be good.
Do one more time.
Okay. I got you.
Keon shot me.
Did you get shot by one of your own?
Yes.
Damn.
He even admitted it.
Hey guys.
I can't believe Keon did this.
Bank is
I
full.
regret saying
I
I'm
did
sorry
my
I
Copy
did
that.
with you.
I did my part.
Shooting.
All right, brother. I'm gonna go and get you out of the car. Just go and watch your head for a minute, okay?
One of the hostages needs medical.
Do you need medical, brother?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll get you, miss.
I was bobbing, weaving
My
like the
hostage is
Matrix.
Ocean
Set
Gate.
up. But one is one is
report
tagged.
to this already up
Where's the, where's the hostage on the medical? I'm gonna start replying. Simple first aid.
Inside with Rudy. To the right.
All right, brother. Can I get your ID real quick?
You guys did so well, thank you.
They were
Yes.
not. They were trying not to reason. It was difficult,
They were,
obviously.
it was crazy. They said they were gonna shoot me no matter what.
I would call it barely code 4, but 335.
Okay. Well,
Copy, Channel 2 is
Mr. Perez,
chasing
where
from the
did
power
you
plant.
where did you get kidnapped from?
I was up here at a bison over by the gas station, and then they took me.
Okay. So you were in Polito?
Sorry, what?
You said you were in Polito?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I got
Let
your
me just hang
ID.
this up.
I don't have any reason to believe that they placed anything on you. But do you mind if I just do a quick search of you just to make sure?
I mean, what are you looking for?
I'm just looking for anything that they would have placed on you.
Bank shit.
Bank shit.
And I didn't want to dispatch. We have EMS now, correct?
I mean, like I said, yeah, just
I don't really
search
know if
me.
you have a
But
choice,
they didn't put anything on me. But I have some things that might be on me that
Does it
might look
involve bank?
suspicious, like bank items.
But like said, I'm honestly not gonna give you too much of a hard time right now. I'm just gonna do a quick search of you. I'm not gonna
Okay,
take anything.
you can look.
Okay.
You could look. I'm just glad you guys saved me. You can take it.
What are these bills, man?
I mean, come on, man.
Listen.
Cut me a break here.
I'm gonna make you a deal. I'm taking these bills and I'm letting you go. Okay.
Just take them.
I'm taking the bills and I'm letting you go. I'm not even gonna grab anything else. I just as
guys
long as
did
you're
good work.
Affirm.
I thank you.
All right, Mr. Perez, go and get out of here, right?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Dundee needs to find new shooters, new
Yeah.
hostage holders, because that was embarrassing on their part.
Forget that. I'm gonna be honest. Lovesick.
The whole thing.
This start to being a sergeant thing has not been going the way I thought it was gonna go. I feel like I'm fucking everything
People
up.
looking at you now.
Yeah.
No, there's no like perfect situation here, right? There are always gonna be casualties. It's just which situation will minimize the damage.
Yeah, I know probably the other sergeants are gonna be pissed, and you know things shouldn't have stalled as long as they did.
Unrelated,
but
I've got a man running
Local Dundee's a master of this craft.
I know.
1,000 times before.
Doubt they're involved.
Yeah.
But they're pretty close to the scene.
I tried to be as reasonable as I could. I feel like I'm getting thrown in the fire right now.
I thought you want me to get on top of Mojito Inn.
It's all good. It worked out in the way that I think it should have. But I definitely.
No hostages went down.
Yeah.
End all be all. One got tagged with in the arm, but honestly, given the grand scheme of things, that's a very good outcome.
Yeah. At the power grid, one of the females said, "Well, if you don't let us do our thing, the hostage is gonna die." And at that point, I was concerned. And then when they came here and essentially broke negotiations,
we should have reached. I'm just gonna say it. We should have reached a long time ago. We entertained too much bullshit to the point where they were just freely doing whatever the fuck they want.
When do you think it got to that point though? Because the issue is we gave them an easy out to not come here, and they still came here. And then they proceeded to tell Divine that they were going to shoot the hostage. In which case, I spoke with Divine real quick to get his side of what he said to him. And that's when we set up to try and do this. And then when they essentially said we have 5 minutes and then gave up their timer, they all went outside, which gave us the perfect opportunity to do exactly what we did.
You're good.
So we let them stall enough where they were able to get a hostage to the Polito Bank.
He's on the right next to
we shouldn't have let them get in communications to any of that. It was just, hey, get in this car, stop stalling, get the fuck out of here.
Well, we gave them the golden opportunity, and we breached because they broke that. Right? We gave them an opportunity to not do this. We had someone clear the bank. It was clear, and then it got to this point. So the way that I see it is this was probably the best possible outcome. Could it have happened sooner? Sure. There's room to argue that. But I think in the grand scheme, us waiting allowed us to not have 3 other guns trained on the hostages.
On the bench.
Yeah, I guess.
Not saying that was the right outcome, but we got the outcome we probably needed after all that.
I just come from a mindset that if you give, it's gonna become the standard, the gold standard.
Well, this
is throw in quickly. I don't. If I was them right now and I was the 6th person, I would be lining up to shoot this hostage, who stood in the open, as a rebuttal. So I don't know whether you want to keep the hostages inside the bank where nobody can see them. But if I'm part of Dundee's gang right now, I'm lining up somewhere, taking a shot on the hostage.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got one on foot.
Keon. Me. Take all that statement inside. Take the statement inside the building, where she can't be shot.
I tried my best. I know Flop's gonna get shit for this. I really. I hate getting thrown into things like this, even though I'm like, ugh. I'm just starting, man. Fuck.
Flop 223.
Hey, Flop.
Hey. I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like I fucked up everything, but I think in the grand scheme, like I told Lovesick, the fact that they all walked out of the bank was the perfect opportunity to do what that was. I probably should have made the call sooner.
It's okay. Look, all I was gonna say is, look, I've been in your shoes before. As a fresh sergeant, I was never.
Did we get
I was never
read on this random
patrol sergeant when I got made sergeant, and there's tough calls, and 90% of the people that
any photos
are here in the department are never going to want to make the call to make a breach in the bank. I wouldn't beat yourself up over it. The best thing I would say is just use this as an experience to try to remember and try to see in future situations when if you feel like somebody's negotiating in bad faith, that you do make that call. Because it is a tough call to make, and it's not something that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And especially if multiple people believe that they've negotiated in bad faith and you don't think you can actually negotiate through with them, and you think that hostages' lives are at danger, then you are in the right to make that call.
Well, the reason I led toward making that call was because they said that if they didn't get what they wanted, the hostage was dead at the power plant, and then they made the same call to 2 other hostages at this area, pretty much in the same chase, which led me to believe that there was no reason why we should have let them walk out.
It's all in the past, so I think it should have ended at the power plant.
I'm gonna be honest, Ripley kind of stepped in and did the negotiations with that, and we gave them an opportunity to just drop this all and leave it. We told them 3 cars and that this was gonna be okay, right? And they still pushed to this point, which is another reason why I think the reason for the aggression was there.
Are we good to start moving them to the heli as we finish shooting?
Like said, I wasn't there at the beginning of the negotiations either, which was a hard call to make. But while I was there, I got enough out of that.
That's a good question.
And then Ripley stepped in, so.
Anyone's AO? You marked anyone? Anyone?
Get tags on suspects if you can, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I especially if Ripley took over at the first scene, I think.
I'm not blaming him on it. I actually thank him a lot. He actually, unfortunately, Dundee took Ripley's offer, even though it was the same offer I gave him, and he still ended up at this point, which is, you know, it is what it is.
I need to go to bed, gentlemen. I'll catch you out there.
Have a good one, Love Sick.
Have a good one, Love Sick.
I'm trying.
It's not easy.
I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to do.
I've walked over and there's just like one officer for $3.95 shouldn't be there.
The best thing,
sergeant, man.
Yeah, the best thing I can say is there's going to be. This ain't going to be the first difficult call. This probably ain't going to be
the other one I had to make was yesterday, so it's happening.
We need more AOs.
I'm gonna be honest.
Susan, I could take the one with the cowboy hat.
Is there anything here that I would like constructive criticism? Is there anything differently I should have done?
I think you don't give them like another thing I would do. I would have negotiated that. Hey, we're gonna do these. We're gonna do this small pursuit with only like 3 or 4. Then we have fucking spikes set up on every single road, straight from the north and the south, and on the railway, so they can't go anywhere. We're gonna have every single car that was there go on them. Because if they're threatening hostages, we're just gonna go with pretty much all we have and just go straight at them.
Yeah, I got you.
Interrupt. There's 395s claimed by one officer. We need more AOs.
Okay, hold on. Break for a sec. If no one is doing anything regarding evidence or is just on scene as overview, if we can get people to please help process 95s, it is required. We have 3 people who still need to be processed.
One, I could drop off my co-pilot and round air 1.
Hey, firm.
Those 2 can handle it. But I think like you just.
In the stratum and doesn't contract you though.
Is it weed boxes? What is it?
What happened?
There's suspicious packages in there.
In the car?
Yeah, and the fucking.
Actually, that would make sense.
If it's like some random like.
Yeah, no, I actually.
Fucking things and just say fuck it, but.
Nah, the guy that I actually had, honestly, with the level of this scene, I just took the guy's marked bills and told him to fuck off. But he did actually have a delivery list. I just realized. It was probably his car. They probably just robbed him and used his car.
Okay, then it's fine.
Yeah, just grab his keys and let him go.
Just grab it and just seize it. It's fine. We're not gonna charge anybody with that.
I think.
Go ahead.
To get back to what you were saying constructively, I think. I personally didn't get to actually hear any of the negotiations for the most part, but I guess the best suggestion I can give is, especially the second scene, you gotta be as firm as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if they've already just. Hey, they already had a negotiation and people felt like they didn't follow through with their negotiation from the first scene. As soon as they get to the second scene, you got to draw that line in the sand.
Yeah, that's why I was like, as soon as I got there, you're not getting that negotiation.
All 95s have an
you're not, no one's leaving from this
especially-
bank.
Yeah, especially like the way that they were asking for negotiation.
It shouldn't be that way. People, volunteer or be voluntold.
You know.
229, I'm dealing with 229. I'm dealing with the one with the
And
cowboy
like I said,
hat.
I think
found
breaches
to
are
take
super
the hostage
fucking rare.
treatment. I also have evidence, so just give me a second.
I think honestly, the majority of times there's a breach, it's because people want fucking guns out of
I see this guy's cuffed.
Right.
From my
I mean, that doesn't even happen nowadays, but I mean, it's gonna start to.
Could it be allowed
you know,
to give
shit like
the
this is
hostage
a dime a
ride
fucking dozen.
back to the city?
But best I can say is just fucking.
Unfortunately, we don't have the. Like, we're not gonna have an officer.
I just
that
gotta
can
be
do
more
that, just
stern.
get somebody else.
I gotta trust my gut.
Yeah.
You're kind, and I think there's people that will try to see that kindness as a weakness, and you gotta try to negotiate in a way where you're firm, but you do let your kindness show.
Everyone has been refueled.
Yeah.
390-23 Polito.
No,
Where do you
yeah,
need
I
me?
try and put things aside, right? I try and kind of push the kindness aside for especially situations like this, but I need to be more firm with it, which is, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna learn from this. This is something I'm gonna learn from, and
I'm not sure if some
promise
of them were moved into
it won't happen again.
without
But
an AO.
I do think the time that we did shoot was definitely the beyond best
EMS, are we going
opportunity to make
Sandy
the
or
call that
going
we
to
did.
SMH?
We're gonna go to SMH because we have a patient
made a lot
who is
easier to secure the
unconscious.
people inside.
Copy.
I gotcha. I'll talk with people after too, and you know, because I know Barrick had his wits, so obviously I'll talk with the other sergeants and kind of explain everything. So figure it out.
And I can't preference this enough by saying, don't beat yourself up. Just take it as a learning experience and just keep moving forward.
Okay.
You're given that rank for a reason, and there's going to be situations that you're not going to know exactly how to do it
I collected
because
some evidence. I didn't collect it all. I had to
it ain't
deal
fucking
with,
simple doing police work.
3 different things at once.
So,
Plus, it's fucking
keep
Dundee.
moving
He's the most
forward.
stubborn person probably in the city. That's about as hard as it's gonna get.
He heard the same
negotiation-wise.
negotiation from 3 different people, and he finally bent the knee at the third one. And I was dumbfounded, which is why I knew that this was just gonna be a circle. But I do appreciate the kind words, Divine. I really appreciate it, and obviously Bones, thank you as well. It's
390. I'm staying back on scene to help collect evidence.
It's something I'll move from.
SMH.
I'll talk to Barrick and let him know that I've talked with people. Because I know that
You're not a coward.
931.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not a coward. Like you still stayed here and
SMH.
you didn't leave. So.
Well,
and most people would refuse to believe that they maybe didn't do
Right.
something perfectly and wouldn't want feedback. So I think that's a good attitude to
Oregon
have.
176
Yeah.
SMH.
Absolutely.
447s, 130.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Bones, I'm probably gonna.
I'm going 42 as well. I'm gonna clock off at Polito.
Man.
Going flop.
Have a good one. Thank you.
229. Aurora's vehicle is in the back, where the door is. Can somebody collect that if it's not possible?
What's at the back? Sorry.
The Charger with the number 987 on top of it. Correction, Taurus.
Yeah, firm. I got it. I'll call in for a local impound.
Hey, firm.
Yeah, that was not an easy one to fucking manage, man. What happened? I just got here. Flop had to make a pretty difficult call. Probably the hardest call we've had to make, probably since I've been a cop.
Stinky.
Hey, Tips.
Hey, doesn't sound too fun down here.
Nah, it's fine. It was just that was not an easy call to make. I was trying to run everything through my head, and I was trying to put pieces together while everyone else was talking on radio, and I just had to commit to something, which I did. So.
Well, hey, you know what? No hostages got hurt, so that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, as soon as the 3 walked out, that's when I was like, listen, now or never. This is the only time we're gonna have. So.
Yep. Well, good execution, I'd say.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll talk to Barrick. I know he had his reservations, so I'm just gonna explain to him kind of the rundown.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Top 5 hardest things to do as a cop. I've never had to breach a bank. In 3 years being a cop, never had to breach a bank. So I've never actually been in this situation, even as a regular cop. As amazing as that may seem to sound, I don't think we've ever actually breached the bank. Usually the negotiations end at okay, secure the hostage, open fire on the vehicle. That's usually like the end outcome. To open fire on the bank, that's not exactly a, you know. Bear with me. See if we can find Barrick. That's tips. DeWitt. Kurt. 309. Chalk. Holden. Barrick. Go find Barrick. I've invested in that bank flop. You've ruined my portfolio. Fuck. Not again. What a way to wake up, man. Hour and a half live. That was the way we started the day. Fuck. I swear the city's decided to go hard mode for your first 3 days of being a sergeant. You know what's funny? I think people message me. They're like, damn.
The critical and the officer.
You've really got thrown in the fire, haven't you? And I was like, yeah, I have. Not even in this situation today, but yeah. On the bright side, I think Flop has good potential. My best learning moments in life have been getting literally thrown into the flames and learning how to manage myself in those moments. And you know, I think the reality is that, yeah, this is just a little, you know, good old video game fucking, you know, make believe. Still though, a lot of pressure. So I'm trying. I'll get this down. I'll be doing better moving forward. I just need to be open to the criticism, because I do think it's important. So hey brother, what did you want to talk about? I was finishing up. No, you're fine. I was finishing up with Divine and Bones. We all had a conversation.
We have multiple officers inside the,
essentially, just for the rundown.
Suspects are on the roof. Transporting.
On the first scene, Dundee threatened the hostage, or it wasn't even Dundee. It was whoever else was there on scene said that, you know, well then the hostage dies essentially, and we informed them not to. Ripley then stepped in to do the negotiations. Because he had an idea in mind that he wanted to propose, which was the same idea I already offered Dundee. He ended up taking that offer, and when they made it to the bank, we gave them literally the green light to just, guess what, bud? This is your out, and if you want to take it, take it. And instead he, you know, for lack of a better term, corrupted the idea of the green light to essentially have what was supposed to be a simple pursuit. And when we got to the bank, the guy talking was whispering to Divine, and Divine walked away pissed. I'm like, what happened? And he pretty much said, I'm gonna do what I want, and if you don't let me, I'm gonna shoot the hostage. So me and Divine talked, and that's when it all went down. Dundee gave us 5 minutes, and I said that's fine. And then 30 seconds later, he said, all right, your 5 minutes is up. Started getting antsy. 3 of them walked out to do their thing, and that's when I made the call. I was like, all right, we need to just do this. So should it have been timed earlier? Yeah. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to just trust my gut on, because usually my gut is the right call.
Guys, we're gonna have that old rust.
I gotta cut the hesitation.
I think you just need to be self-aware of, you are, you know, at heart a very nice person, and people are going to take advantage of that.
I've heard that 3 times already. I don't think that was anything but nice. I've already told him that if he threatens the hostage again, we're going to open fire. And he held off on the first scene. And when he threatened it the second time, that's when we raised our aggression. So he can try and corrupt my kindness.
Nice is probably not like, you know, the best word, but I'm saying, you know, 8 times out of 10, other people making the decisions, like, they never would have left the power plant after they threatened the hostage the first time.
I mean, respectfully speaking, if that's the case, you know, for simple terms, Ripley to come in and essentially lead the negotiations on that, to take over.
Yeah.
That was the call that he wanted to make, and he is our command, and I wasn't gonna argue him on his word. But at that point, Ripley stepped away, and it became my scene again, and that's when I had to kind of step in and work off of where Ripley was, and I think we made the choice that we needed to make. It was just a matter of getting through that hurdle. So
yeah, I get you.
But yeah,
yeah, there was somebody to call me about being concerned about
remember to get
like
DNA swabs of any
seniors and people on scene not taking 95s and stuff like that, and just everybody debriefing on scene instead of later on.
We only had 3 people debriefing. The fact that other people weren't, I mean, I stepped up for that, but it was literally just me, Bones, and Divine that were off to the side. Everyone, I had Lovesick take lead on scene, and then it sounds like Harvey stepped in to cut the fucking tension with a knife. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm trying. I got a lot to learn when it comes to just kind of trusting my gut. I'm going to everybody kind of looking for constructive criticism, because it's the only way I'm going to know how to do better. And hopefully at that point, come a couple weeks, I'll be a little bit more in a better spot than where I feel now. I feel like I'm...
Yeah, I wouldn't be too hard on yourself. Like, Dundee situations are always a shit show. It doesn't matter who's really in charge of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it was...
He's a loose cannon.
For sure. Yeah. Out of curiosity, just because everyone has said that they probably shouldn't have left the power plant. On what grounds do we feel like they shouldn't have been able to leave the power plant?
95 loaded up. Everyone have one?
They threatened the hostage's life.
Can I have a call sign for everyone that has one?
And we could not guarantee the hostage's safety if they are threatening the hostage's life.
Okay.
987, do you want to ride?
That's probably why Ripley made the call, is because he was not on scene for that. I told him that it happened, but and I'm not blaming Ripley on any means, right? Obviously, I'll talk to him after, but
listen, I'm all fine with, you know, in those type of situations, people just you know, making a different call and letting you go on.
Ready, set.
As long as the situation isn't nothing too crazy has happened, that's fine.
All right, copy.
But as soon as they went to the bank,
PBSO, since we
I
have
don't know. In my mind, it was either breach or shoot them when they hand over the hostage.
Well, that's essentially what it became. Yeah, that's what it became. Part of my conversation with Divine too was just how we should set up. And while we were talking about that, 3 of them stepped out, and I went, okay, this is game time. This is literally the only time we're going to do this where we ensure the hostage's safety at its best. So I think it went exactly how it should have. They walked out without the hostages. We were able to get enough units to secure both of them, which was probably the best possible outcome. But yeah, no, I definitely have a little learning to do. I tried. I really fucking tried. So.
I mean, you know, given the shit show that you just put in front of you, I still think you did good.
I appreciate it, Eric. I'm sorry for any confusion or frustration on scene.
I just think it took a long time to get to
the point that it should have been to begin with.
That was basically like, you know, an hour or longer.
Yeah.
Between the 2 spots.
Nah, that's fair. Felt like 5 minutes for me, but it felt like a fucking. It was. I just got on duty, so it was at least an hour to an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But
well, I gotta go back to evidence collection. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for talking. Sorry again if anything was confusing on scene. I'm just trying to get to everybody who obviously had concerns or reservations and going
Nah,
from there.
man, listen. Even if you like do anything at any point and I disagree with, I'm still going to support you regardless. So like,
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Obviously, constructive criticism is what I need. It's different being on this side where I would make the calls before as a senior, but now instead of making the calls as a senior, I'm expected to make the calls as a sergeant, and that's that hurdle to get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're in the place to make the difficult decisions that are not like standard operating procedures or standard situations in any way, and a lot of the times, pretty much most of the time, it's going to be a lot of it's not going to be an easy choice.
It never is. I mean, that's what Divine was saying, was that the choice is never an easy one. It just becomes a matter of what's the best possible approach, and what is. He pretty much said that no choice is a good choice. There is a bad choice and a better choice in situations, and unfortunately, we had to make the better choice and try and avoid the worst case scenario, which is what we did. So,
yeah.
But anyway, brother, I appreciate it. Thanks for talking.
Yep, no problem.
I'm gonna go help out and get down to the cells and go from there.
Yep, gotcha.
Yep, I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
All right, later.
Where are they making their 220 radio check?
Hey, was good?
Oh.
Howdy. Is this still the Polito thing? I was on the phone.
Yes.
Okay, affirm. Where is everybody right now? You guys at the hospital?
Being transported to Toledo Bay Sheriff's Office.
Copy that. 220 will be en route in the cells. Really quickly, I just want to say there was a lot of talking involved on scene. That one I'll hold to, but overall everybody managed themselves well. I'm sorry that it went as long as it did, but we did get a best possible outcome given the circumstance. So thank you to everybody that did stick around and help out and support. Yo, Chemical, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Can we get some hearts in chat, please? Thanks, dudes. Yeah. It's a hard call to make, man. For me, it's a lot of like just following through in the moment, so it's all good. Better song. Hi, chat. Hello. Thanks to everybody who did hop over, by the way, to say hello. I definitely tried my best there. Yo, Anonymous, thank you for the gift of stuff to Wadlington. Wadlington, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Saturn. How you doing? Yeah, honestly, I have nothing but like the utmost love to Whippy and obviously everybody. There's a lot there that happened, and it was definitely a lot of weight to try and handle and manage. So I tried to. I tried. I mean that's the bottom line. I tried to make the fairest call out of everything that did happen. I mean, in Taco Bell in a parking lot, Saturn, you just missed probably the hardest call I've had to make since being a cop. How's your Taco Bell? Is it good? What'd you get? Harvey, do you need help processing anybody?
We need help on the highway because one of our officers passed out, and now the other 95's passed out because she crashed into a rock.
Oh, is that what I drove by? Okay.
If we could get a unit to come and just make sure that everything's secure on the scene of 13 Bravo and the 95, then the rest of us can transport, and we can just let them transport later.
I literally drove by. I'm like, what the fuck are those cops doing on the side of the road? I didn't realize that was you guys.
Yeah, that's this. So once you get here, we'll go ahead and transport the rest of the 95s, and we'll just stay with the 2 officers, the 95 and the 13 Bravo.
Copy that. All right, I'm 23. Are we gonna move the 95 into what, my car, I guess, and we'll impound the other car?
10-4?
Unless we have it doubled?
Negative. We are doubled up on 95s. Let's do, yeah, because I think the 95 will also have to go back to SMH, I think. So you'll just help them with the escort there, I guess.
Okay, firm. Well, I'm here. If you guys you guys want to try and balance this out, feel free. Wherever you need me, feel free to point. I'm just attaching late, so.
Hey, firm. The rest of us with 95s, let's go ahead and 76 over to Toledo now.
Hey, firm.
Alright, I'm already at Toledo. What I need to know is if any of the suspects are GSR positive.
Negative.
I guess the next question is, was the hostage harmed at all, or were they completely fine?
There was one hostage shot in the arm, and that's it.
My female was GSR positive.
Alright, it's gonna be a first-degree robbery charge then.
Ooh, first-degree robbery. Nice. Chad, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for bearing with me. This is such a big learning curve to like get used to and get comfortable with. The last 3 days have just been like one after the other, just difficult calls, man. Fuck.
I know, but I can't.
Okay, the second question. Were both hostages taken from one point to another?
They would have had to have been, because we had to ready and tips clear. Polito and Dundee claimed that they had 2 hostages, or that they had other hostages, and we had cleared every other location that they would have been going after they told us they were robbing the bank. No hostages were seen at the Polito bank, so they would have had to have been moved there.
Be advised, one of the hostages did confirm that the one with the hatchet was the one that took them from Ulu. So whoever had the hatchet is the one that did the hostage taking.
I think you're handling yourself like a pro.
Are we adding the extra hostage charge for the power plant for the other individual that got let go?
I'm sorry, 10-9.
Are we adding an additional hostage charge for the power plant prior to the bank robbery?
Absolutely, yeah. They claimed that they were using the power plant to rob Polito Bank, and then went and actually followed through with it. So as far as I'm concerned, yes. Yeah. Hey Shay, what's going on? How you doing? The RP in the last few days have been the same. Yeah, I'm just.
All right, Lexington.
Do you know what it is?
No, for each of the 3 people you searched and took anything off of, who had a gun and all of them.
For me, a lot of it is just reminding myself to obviously remember the core of my character, right? A lot of the command stuff does come with like, you know, really like locking in and putting, you know, some differences aside to like really like have a proper conversation with how we should be doing things. The other thing that comes in though with this is, you know, just finding my new line with things So a lot of like my RP recently, the last couple of days, have been a little bit. I don't want to say different to how I would normally play flop. I'm still trying to play flop to how I would. But a lot of the things that are happening are I'm definitely like kind of reserving a lot of like flourishing the character in situations for sake of the new change per se. So I'm trying. All right, 220. I'm 23 at the at PBSO.
Never seize your stuff and come out to the hallway so we can talk about these charges. Okay, the problem is we have 3 people who had stuff taken off of them by 1 officer. We need to figure out who had what.
What the fuck?
And use it in interrogation cell.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because I couldn't.
Guys,
we literally were
they're
sitting
killing
there.
me. They're killing you. I
We're
don't
not
know.
killing you.
Oh my god, what do you mean again? Where's the interrogation?
Jesus. Do we know who searched? Stand by. Do we know?
We're gonna sort that out.
I
We're gonna
did
sort that
flop.
out.
Just give me a second. I keep asking, but I haven't had a second to put her down.
No, you're good. You're fine.
Because there's not enough space.
We'd love to go to MRPD, but unfortunately, we fucking can't.
Well, I didn't bomb it. It's not my problem.
Well, then you gotta work with us. That's how this works.
Get your butt back in there.
Okay, you're only gonna make this longer for all your friends.
Boys.
Oh, that's
Free.
Get her in cuffs. Holy shit.
It's alone. Malarkey smells.
Shut up.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Hey, boys.
Hey. Back to death.
Hey, goodbye.
Get me out of here. In that room.
Why am I here?
This is an interrogation cell.
Make her stare at bright lights.
So what's the word with the kidnapping stuff? Is it just one kidnapping, one accomplice, or? Okay. So there's gonna.
We're
be
gonna
two separate
debrief.
hostages.
Let's all debrief over by Malarkey. Let's get everyone just over here as soon as everyone is secured. Harvey, let me know you're good. You want me to train a taser on her? Is she gonna give you a hard time? Cuff her to the table.
Actually, I'm actually really hungry. I had food and you guys took my food away from me. Feed me. Feed me.
I have food. All right.
Me.
You know what? I don't want to do it.
Wait, come back. I'm sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
95. She's being extremely annoying.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Apologize.
Okay. Let's get this going.
All right.
I don't know. That's never happened before.
All right.
Okay.
I wanted to avoid shooting.
My hostage. I'm just gonna start with. Yeesh. I'm just gonna start with my hostage, okay?
Okay.
My hostage got taken from Uwu, by a person with a motorcycle. Now that motorcycle we don't have, but she had said that it was the man wearing similar cuts, similar outfits, but he had a hatchet. So whoever had the hatchet kidnapped the second hostage, and then took him to Polito.
Okay. As soon as Lexington is done dealing with her 95 in there, she'll come out and tell us who had what.
Okay. What I'm thinking is felony trespassing, first degree robbery. I mean, they didn't. I mean, technically, they didn't attempt to rob the bank, right? They just felony trespass and moved.
No, they did. They did try because they tried to blow up the what's it called?
So first degree robbery, felony trespassing, 3 times kidnapping.
Okay. First things first. I think you had 395s originally. Who had what?
Okay, so I only removed items from 2 of them. The lady I have, and then the. Hold on, let me pull up this thing.
Was it the guy that had the backwards hat on? That was like next to the lady. Whoever had the
yeah.
hatchet kidnapped the third one.
Yeah, he was the one with the bat and the crowbar had the sharks on him, and then the access codes as well, along with the advanced electrical, and I believe that was backwards hat.
Okay. Okay, my 95 also had access codes.
My 95
cowboy
had no gun.
I know
That's
3
what I'm trying to figure
laptops
out.
on
If
them.
you have a,
Did they all
did you take a
willingly
gun
get
off
into
them?
the car? These are the same suspects that got into the
I
Stratum
don't
and went to
think
the bank,
all
right?
of them had guns. I'll be honest. I think most of them had a gun, but I don't think all of them had a gun because one was holding. In Power Station 1 had a bat.
Your 95 that didn't have a gun. His name was Mikey.
No, mine was named Jacob Cass.
Mine is Mikey.
Okay, Mikey had a high power Browning. I didn't search Jacob Cass.
Mikey had a high power Browning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Irwin Dundee.
Was he positive for GSR? Because I just checked him and he's not. He's negative.
I didn't do that on scene. I just did the lady because there were other officers at that point helping.
Okay.
Irwin Dundee was negative.
I know. I only
all
saw
the photos
2
in there with who
I-
had what.
I only saw 2 weapons on scene on both situations.
Okay. Do we have casings and projectiles so that way I can confirm that he used this gun? Otherwise, I can't charge him with it.
That was crazy to me that they were throwing threats.
I only have casings and projectiles for one Brian and paper.
This other guy's probably shot down instantly. I don't know what happened. That's between Flop and the left side. I think that breach.
PRD 919.
Okay, so my 95 didn't shoot.
We're gonna feed him. We'll water him too, like a fucking plant. Okay.
Correct.
We'll give him a haircut. Keep his bird.
I wasn't there for the Polito scene, so someone else has to speak on Polito.
Oh, okay.
What was the question? I'm
what
sorry.
was the who? Okay, there's 2 different people who had Brownings, correct? How many Brownings do we have?
I have 2. One from the lady. I have no questions about her. She was positive. The other one was on Mikey.
Okay, Mikey is negative then. All right, cool.
Let's just wait it out, man. We need to remain silent.
Right.
Everything's allegedly, Rudy. I can see you fucking listening, you idiot.
Yeah, fuck you, Rudy.
Oh God.
Alright, which suspects were not at the power plant?
The only one that wasn't at it was my 95. Nope. The only one that wasn't at the power plant was my 95. I saw every single one of them there besides my 95.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna hit him with 3 times. I think what I said, felony trespassing, because he's still an accomplice because he assisted with this. We could get his phone records.
1, 2, 3.
We could get his phone records.
Yeah.
Because he made a phone call.
On the radio and phone the entire time.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Okay, so everybody that was at the scene of the power plant is getting 2 times kidnapping, correct?
When they come in here, we should just hit them with a
So from the initial scene, just because I wasn't there for that.
The
Just for
initial power plant
scene
is
of the
going to be
plant.
1 kidnapping, and then the other one's going to be an accomplice.
Okay, so 1 and an accomplice. Got it.
Yeah, so
I'm doing 2 accomplice and mine because he didn't have a gun.
Well, you can still kidnap someone with the bat, right?
I'll do one.
Yeah, I got.
You don't even need a weapon to kidnap
I was gonna say the actual phrasing for kidnapping is the difference between moving them or not moving them, which would be the difference between kidnapping and unlawful imprisonment.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do accomplice and then kidnapping, and then first degree robbery and then felony trespassing. Am I missing anything?
I don't think we need to overcomplicate it for what it's worth.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
think-
need to. The only thing,
it's literally-
the only thing I'm gonna ask is that
We have an OIS too. An officer was shot down.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
No, that was me.
That was our own.
Me. That was me.
Okay. The only thing I am gonna ask is obviously Dundee's gonna want some explanation. I'm gonna talk to him. If we could process him last, the last thing I need is to get ganged up on literally by everybody in the cells while I try and explain myself.
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
So the 1 high power Browning that I have comes back to the casing on scene, and then the second one I'm running right now. Yeah, I just wanted that noted before we just fly through.
Okay.
All right. Does everyone agree with my charges though? Felony trespassing, 2 times kidnapping, first degree robbery. I don't know if you want to combine felony trespass, first degree robbery, because technically they're different, right? The first degree robbery just says if it becomes threatening, like a shootout or something like that.
First
That's
degree
all it
robbery,
says.
the hostage got shot in the shoulder, so they all get
Yeah,
it.
that's all it says. That's what I'm saying. It only means that there was shooting involved in a robbery. It doesn't mean that it doesn't go with actually robbing the bank at all. It literally just says if it goes wrong.
For the individuals that were at the power plant,
That's
we
it.
also need to add on reckless evading.
I wouldn't do reckless. I was do evading because they didn't do anything that reckless. They literally went 60 miles per hour up the highway into the bank.
I'm cool with that. That's fine. That's not a big charge.
So just regular evading?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
don't think we need to dogpile him on with stuff that is,
Lexington. The guy that had 3 blue laptops on him, did he have a gun or no?
Let
If
me
you-
check. I have all their photos in the thing, but give me a second.
I'd also love a brief statement from anyone